Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Unsurprisingly, Fury pulls back from the fight temporarily, postpones the fight against Usyk. So the Brit avoids slash runs away from the Ukrainian Usyk. I told my friends that I spoke about this fight that I was waiting for. That until I see Usyk in the same ring with Tyson Fury, with the gloves on, everybody out but the referee in there, and the gong starts bong, I don't believe that fight will happen. And the reason is not Usyk. The reason is Fury. Now, I'm very upset about it, even though I anticipated. Um, I will tell you here with no gloves what I really feel and how I really think about this issue with boxing in general, with fighting in general, with UFC in particular, and in this case, this garbage here with the boxers. Um, Usyk said many times, and Usyk's team, the Ukrainian, said that the Brit Fury avoids him. I would as well. Not because Usyk right now is fantastic. Remember, both these fighters, proved in their last fights that they are not very good. Let's put it this way. Better than me, but still, it means that if they're better than me, I cannot talk about it. Right, so let's put that argument to the side, because that means nobody would talk about anything unless you're better than that. But if you were better than that, that means you would compete and win, right? And then you're not going to talk about it. Only the winners can talk and the other ones no. So here we have Usyk said many times that Fury avoids him. Fury said, well, I'm going to talk without management, with no, just straight. Usyk, I think Fury is running away from Usyk. That's what I think. Yeah. First he said, oh, I'm not going to fight with that little thing, blah, 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 unless you give me $1 billion or something like that. Well, it seems like they agreed on the money. So then what? Usyk was always available. The other guy was never. Usyk was below him. Now, if I look at them as fighters, I give Usyk a 9, and I give Tyson a 6. I don't give a fuck if you feel insulted. I don't give a fuck. He's a big molly that can knock people out. That's why I said I don't like that one out of 10 for me in Usyk is that he cannot knock people out as others, Wilder's, Tyson, and others. Well, he knows how to box. He has a distance. He's very good. 9. The other one is 6. And that's how I see them. I know you're gonna give me examples. Oh, remember when he knocked down 5 times Wilder? I don't give a fuck. Out cold. I want to see that. And the other one, not I want to see that. He's big. He's 1,000 feet tall, 3,000 pounds. Fat motherfucker. You can't knock people out? You got what? Spaghetti arms? And the other one, Usyk, the same thing. He is good with distance, moving around, anticipation. He's good. The other one, I'm going to lay on you. If I can't do it and you get tired. Is that your fucking style? Oh, he's so, yeah. The same with the Klitschko's. Jab, jab, direct. Boom. Jab, jab, direct. Boom. Well, that was one of their advantage. What is that? They win? Are we talking about who's winning? That's, you can win, but I don't think you are as good as others. You have to be a complete fighter. Usyk is more of a complete fighter than, what's his name? Tyson Fury. I would say that. That's why I gave him a 9, the other one 6. Now, what happened? They postponed the fight. It's not going to be a postpone. It's going to be an indefinite postponement. Why? Fury is getting older, so is Usyk. Do you think Fury, after fighting Ngannou, a non-boxer who knocked him down and who elbowed Ngannou, remember? Elbowed him and so on, which I think Fury did not win that fight. If I would be about, I would give 55 to 45 Ngannou versus Fury in that fight. And if I would just be about to who really, I'm not talking about a boxer. If I would be just a guy who just walks and look at the fight, I would give Ngannou 80 and Fury 20. But points. I score some points. I would give probably Fury a little bit more. That's why I said 55-45 instead of giving 80-20. And you can't beat a fucking amateur, the fucking linear heavyweight. Shut the fuck up. And the other guy, Usyk, got hit in the belly, not in the groin. That was not in the groin. Right there, in the balls. And he was all... That was a legitimate fight out. That's why it gets me to the second point. These guys are so corrupt. This is when the money destroys things. And I think this thing in Fury and Usyk is not the money now. When I'm injured, and I think it's his legacy would be fucked up because, he's afraid. Why wouldn't you go over there and get the easy money? You are afraid. Could he be injured? Could. A week or 2 weeks, 2 weeks before the fight. Have you ever fought? Have you ever had a fighting camp? You avoid injuries in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, you go in a crescendo, but then you go to a platform, or how do you go to plateau? You plateaus here. You don't want to, and then you go down a little bit. You don't want to get into a fight tired, overburned, and injured. And he gets injured right now after he avoids fighting this guy for so long. We needed the Arabs' money because these guys here, they don't have it anymore. What is this? And then you want the Arabs to play again? Say, yeah, okay, let's, I'm going to organize this again. For what? For these unprofessionals? For these cowards? Or coward? He could have been injured. He could have been injured. I'm not disposing that. I don't think he did, because the pattern shows me he avoided Usyk for all kind of, you're too small, I'm not going to fight with you, you're nothing to beat, blah, I need more money, I don't fight if I have money. They agreed to everything, Usyk. And now I get injured. What a coincidence. That's why I'm 98% convinced that this guy is just, avoiding Usyk. Get injured? I can get injured right now. If I want and I show I'm going to get injured, I'm just going to say during sparring. Right? I know. My cock broke when I tried to penetrate someone. Okay, let's put it this way. UFC. Let me show you the articles. I have a few articles up here. Right there. Maybe start with this one. Yeah, maybe that was the best one. The new voice of Ukraine. Usyk Fury fight postponed following Fury's injury. Really? Okay. Second one. Usyk's team accuses Fury of dodging fight with Ukrainian champion. Yeah, linear fuckery. Okay. And the third one. Fury is a fucking coward, end quote. Usyk's manager reacts to boxing match postponement. Not him. I like this guy very much. I think he behaves decently and professionally versus this guy who says, no, I'm actually trying to create a hype for the boxing game. Do you need to do that? Oh, that's the way I am. I have some missing here in that thing. But anyway, he's a good boxer. He is a good boxer. But if you're the best, you either vacate that or, you just... I watched all the fights with Wilder and so on. Yeah, he won. I wouldn't say he won. And Wilder, again, a guy with a... what? Right hand, that's what he's got. That's it. And then his skinny legs, that if this guy drops on him, the guy's gonna be woo, and the costume was too heavy from the entrance. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, another weasel. So we have boxing, which I think is dead, as I have to agree with Dana White. Those guys, they don't know what they're doing. They destroyed boxing. And I tend to agree with that. Now, on the other hand, Dana White, is catching up fast with boxing. I mean, he can still talk because he's not as corrupt, I would say, than the other ones. Now, I will tell you why. And I know I'm going to have some Irish friends here very, very irritated by this. But again, I don't care. That's the way I see it. And besides, it's easy to, if you fought competitionally or in real fight, real life many times, then you look at it and you understand certain things that, you understand certain little things that other people don't understand. Yeah, I said that too. So let's go to UFC. So boxing is dead. United States of America, they have, and it's a lot of strings attached, and we make champions. Why? It's about money, getting people hyped up. Do you need to get more with Usyk and Tyson Fury? Nah. All right, UFC. I've been watching UFC, I don't know for how many. Jesus Christ. Many years. I remember watching that fight that really put UFC on the map between Forrest Griffin and the other one. Remember that slugfest over there? Oh my God, what the fuck that was. Now, I watched it for, I don't know how many years. Many years. I don't want to say 20 years because the UFC was not 20 years. I can't remember. I mean, the original, but I'm talking about your UFC with Dana White and the Fertitta brothers. So what's going on here? UFC, I watched it, and I'm watching some questionable fights and decisions. The problem is not Dana White, the judge. There you have 3 over there who are scorecards. Now those guys could be influenced. They are independent from UFC. So those are not UFC's guys that score the points. They're outside. But you can, not hard. But when I see that certain fighters are not as good as they're promoted and they're winning, and I see what fighters they're put to fight, I'm saying, no. I will tell you maybe 2 examples, maybe more. I can give you more than that, but just one that I really have a problem with is the new world champion Sugar, whatever his name is, the Irish guy. Dana White is Irish. Conor McGregor is Irish. Just a coincidence, the same coincidence, just the same as Dave Chappelle said in his Saturday night show, 2 years ago, whenever it was, 2 years ago or so, 1 year ago, when he said that, if you have a number of black people, you call it a gang. If you have a number of Italian people together, you're calling a mob, or a mafia. If you have a bunch of Jews together, you call it a coincidence. So don't give me the coincidence with the Irish already. I think Dana White would be happy if we would have all the Irish champions over there in UFC, and then would be happy, everybody. No, it's garbage. So Sugar should not be where he's at. I'm telling you that. Not his last fight where he won. I thought he was going to be decimated by the other guy, but hey, he won. The previous fight and the previous fight, where he won the previous fight before he got champion, he didn't win. And then you got the Russian, what's his name, Yon. Russian, I can't remember the first name. Yon, that was again. He was. Look at the Russians in the UFC, for instance, nowadays, and they're just decimated. If you don't knock them out, you're decimated by the referees. So that's one. And I watched a few, I think it was maybe about a few months ago, where it was like, this is impossible. How can this win? Now you can tell me, remember Volkanovski and what's his name, Islam Makhachev, the one in Australia I'm talking about. That was close, but I wouldn't have given it to the Australian. I like Volkanovski a lot. I like him a lot. He's a presentable martial artist, like GSP and others, just a few. The rest are, no. Now, if I go to Conor McGregor, straight, direct, he was good with that one. He won. I would say Conor was much better than Sugar. I liked Sugar when I saw him first with his long fucking arms, all right, and they all starving themselves like skeletons showing up over there. I always disliked that. Whenever I fought in competitions, I always I was in between. I'm going to use kilograms. In Kyokushin, you had between below 70 kilograms, between 70 kilograms and 80 kilograms, and then above 80 kilograms. Or if you fight open. Open is everybody goes in, no category. So my weight was about 69, 70 kilograms. So I was right at the border. In a normal weight, I never starved myself to fight lower. I always allowed myself to fight with the other ones. I didn't even care. About my weight. Because if you fight over there, you're the strongest, you fight. So I always fought as 70 kilograms with people with 85 kilograms. So 15 kilograms above. Now, 15 kilograms, multiply that by 0.4 something, so if 0.46 to find in pounds. So it's double. So it's 14 kilograms, let's say it's 30 some pounds. I didn't care. How do I know that? Because sometimes you went to the scale and then the next day you fight. The same as these guys. They're like skeletons. Why? So they're taller than the other guys and longer than the other guys. Really? Is that what you want? Yeah. So when I look at Conor McGregor, how he looks, when he looked like a skeleton, and then the next day you see him normal. What the fuck is that? I disagree with that totally. That tells me you're a bitch. You're a bitch. Whomever does that, I don't care. You're a bitch. And the other ones, the many others. Look at Costa, which I like a lot. From the Brazilian Costa. What's his name? Can't remember his first name. But you know who I'm talking about. Very strong guy. Unfortunately, he lost with Adesanya. Well, Adesanya is good, but I thought that Costa would have fucked him up. But he didn't. He lost like a bitch. That's what he was. The same. He was like, what the hell, man? Or many others, you can get him one by one. I disagree with that. I mean, you need that. You need to fucking starve yourself so you're a bit bigger than the other guy. What does that tell you? Well, the other guy does the same thing, but what is it? And they say, well, he didn't. When I hear this justification, well, the weight loss affected his. Who made him fucking lose weight? I don't want to hear that. Well, what about the other guy? Didn't he do the same trick? Garbage trick? So again, Conor McGregor, yeah, it was better. I would say that I liked, as I say, Sugar at the beginning, but he was not the level where he's right now. He shouldn't be the world champion. That's my thing. He shouldn't have been and shouldn't be. And every time I tell you, when I see him fight, right now he's going to fight in a month or so. He fights another good guy. I'm waiting to see if he's going to pull off something that he did last time, which he did. He did. He won. He beat the guy. But the previous is not. It was. That's the way it is. He won. What can I say? Nothing. But I can look at them and see when people are fighting what they can do, and you see that they don't do it, and something basic. Yeah. I will say that a lot of people over there have certain kind of okay, all right, and it's in UFC. I don't have the evidence. I have the visual. Remember, those guys, when they get over there, they're not scared. They're not like flowers or piano players or I don't know, chess players where everybody has to be quiet and no. These are thugs that fought all their lives. They're fighters. I used to be like, you go and fight. Oh my God, I'm so scared. They're scared, but to say that you're scared of that guy and you are in a final or whatever, you're to world championship, you have 30 professional fights or 25% professional fights, and you're scared. Oh, he got scared by that's why he didn't fight as usual. No. I mean, if you're like that, you should not be a champion. Let's put it this way. So regarding these guys, the Tyson Fury and Usyk, they will not fight. They will not fight. Why? This guy's gonna retire. This guy, I mean, after the last fight with Ngannou, Francis, no, he's gonna retire. And Usyk is not gonna get a crack at this guy because this guy's gonna avoid him. I would avoid him if I would be Tyson Fury. I would not only avoid him, I would avoid boxing. But who's next? Who else? Joshua? Get out of here. Wilder's no. You know who is good? That Mexican guy. I mean, he's American Mexican. What the hell is this? Not Rodriguez. You know who I'm talking about? The guy that knocked Joshua out. That he got what's his name? Whatever. Now that's a tough dude. I watched some fights. Now that could fuck them up, But boxing is boxing. You have rules and all that. The rule you can. Anyway. No, disgraceful. Nobody, even if they, I'm not going to even read the articles for you. Nobody can convince me that this guy, nobody. If I see a picture with his hand dislocated, yeah, maybe. But other than that, no, you just avoid, you don't want to be fucked up. And I understand that. Now, you can hate me how much you want. I don't really care. I can go here hours to tell you why I think that, and I'm pretty sure you can bring counter arguments as well. But no. Postponement. What, they're going to fight when they get in hell or in heaven? That's where they're going to fight? I want to see it now. Bitch. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.